Hello, my name is Beatrice Palmer. You may know me as BB Deluxe. I'm going to be reading a section from the Joy of Lesbian Sex. What is the topic of today, you ask? Anus. Anus. This highly sensitive portion of everyone's anatomy has, in the literature of sexuality and in the poetry of many cultures, been associated with flower images. Little rose, for example, or an opening at the base of a flower. To suggest its potential for sexual delight, it is often neglected by lesbians and non-gays to their disadvantage. Except for the clitoris, parentheses, which is there for nothing but pleasure, parentheses. All portions of the human anatomy have more than one function, and the secondary function is always sexual. Tongues speak and taste and can bring a lover to orgasm. Breasts can nourish an infant and connect with the clitoris in an almost electric charge of excitement. There is almost nothing a set of agile fingers cannot do. While the anus is almost always the last bit of the anatomy to come out of the sexual closet in lesbian lovemaking. I'm going to say that sentence again, okay? Shit. While the anus is almost always the last bit of anatomy to come out of the sexual closet in lesbian lovemaking, as a locus for erotic abandonment in women, it is second only to the clitoris. Girl, you a locus for erotic abandonment. Alright. There are two basic methods by which lesbians commonly approach anal intercourse. But these, and all variations on them, must, if tried, be accompanied with gentleness and preceded by a state of sexual excitement. Even then, some form of lubrication, it can be as ordinary as butter, is desirable. Put actual butter up my ass crack. We don't have a problem. With your lover lying on her stomach, you start by massaging her buttocks gently, then more deeply. This can be preceded by a back massage. See backs and massage. You begin to part her buttocks and slip a hand in and out of her cleft, brushing the anus slightly. And when you come to concentrate on the anus, your initial gestures should be no more than light but deliberate touches. Her anus should be responding to your touch with involuntary contractions, and this is your clue that the time is right for entry. So far it's not actually wrong. Slowly, with the middle and lubricated finger, you enter her. Always monitor her response. Sometimes she may want no more part of it than a finger inside. At other times, she may crave its full length. You should always follow her movements, gently alternating light thrusts and circular rubbing. This alone can bring some women to orgasm, especially if they have a pillow also rubbing against the clitoris. While one hand is stimulating the anus, however, the other hand may be working on her vagina and or on her clitoris. This is best effected by letting her press open her labia against 3 fingers, middle ring and pinky, while the index operates inside the vagina. A vibrator or dildo can take over the finger work. Oh, thank God. Face-to-face anal sex is a little more difficult for the active partner to effect, but with practice, equally rewarding. The face-to-face position is usually started and accompanied by vaginal and clitoral activity. In this instance, the middle finger enters the anus. At the index of the same hand strokes, the clitoris enters the vagina. Some women find it easier to use the thumb than the index. Sticking your thumb up sometimes. However, very few lesbians, in fact, like anything as large as a dildo inserted into their anus, but beware of the insertion of small objects. They do get lost. As any hospital will tell you. It really comes down to fingers, and if you like them, dildos. In all cases, however, objects that have entered the anus must not subsequently enter the vagina until they've been washed with soap and water. Thank you. My name is BB Deluxe, and this has been your hot take on anus.